Okay. So, all right, let's go back a little bit. All right, so, what high school did you go to?
South Jones High School in
South
Jones
Jones.
County, Mississippi.
Did you play any sports in high school?
Football. Baseball and basketball, but I played football way more.
Which one did you like the best?
Football.
Football. Okay.
Baseball, I was good at baseball, except for I didn't really like batting. If some guys could sling them balls. Basketball, I wasn't quite tall enough, but I did get to play some.
So you tried basketball too?
Yeah, I played basketball 2 years.
Oh, snap.
Freshman and sophomore.
Okay. All right. Did y'all win any championships or?
Did football in my junior year.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Okay, so walk me a little bit how you kind of got started. I know you kind of elaborated on it earlier. Walk me through how you kind of got started with racing.
Just started bracket racing and done that for a long time. And then, I had one little, like I said, that car. And then basically the guys that actually own Hub City Dragway, they owned a car, and I started driving for them, and doing grudge racing and stuff. And then a couple of years went by, and I started driving for some guys that own a bunch of McDonald's. And then we started really racing in MCA and all kind of stuff, and grudge no time racing. We had like 3 cars, and I drove for them for a while. And I've just drove for a bunch of people and over the years, and to now I guess in the last, and that was with running a racetrack too. So I running a racetrack kind of helped me with driving. People come out there want to test their cars, and I'd rent the track for testing, and they'd need a driver, so I'd drive for them. To test their cars. So I've done a bunch of testing for people and everything, driving. And then, I worked with Jared By for a long time. He tuning and building cars, and he was helping Steven, and I've been probably racing with Steven for about 5 years now.
Okay.
Steven wanted me to drive a car on doing some no prep stuff, and we done some no prep racing with that car, and this car was being built, and we got it and everything, and I thought he was going to drive this car actually, and he called me and said, "Hey, car's ready, we're going to go test, meet us out there," and he put me in the car, and then we've been we had this car and another car, and we just wasn't really concentrating on this car really as much as we should have. And so we just started, finally he said, if we're going to race this vet, we need to do it right. So it's kind of evolved from when it was first built to an orange car with a smaller motor until this Extreme 484 that we're racing in now. So and this will probably be the last race team I drive for.
Why is it? Then we'll go back a little bit.
Just because, when he's done, I'm probably going to be done.
So, let's go back a little. Well, I know you told me off camera one time that you don't feel the same as you used to in a race car. Remember you telling me that in Texas?
I don't love it as much as I used to. Used to, I would do it just for the pure love of it. And don't get me wrong, I still love it.
Yeah.
But as you get older and you race so much that when I get in a car, I love it. But the work that goes into it, sometimes I'd rather be just relaxing,
spectating,
instead of
and just,
all this work.
Yeah.
That it really goes into it and everything. But that's just here and that. But when you're winning, it makes it's just like anything else. But no, I just feel like when Steven's ready to call it quits, then that'd be a good time for me to call it quits. I've been racing 34 years. I mean, And if I was to feel like I was losing my edge, or not, I ain't gonna say edge, but my ability,
Mm-hmm.
you know, to be a good productive driver, then I'd quit too. But so far, you know, I've not lost a step. I'm still feel like I'm pretty consistent and good on the tree.
Mm-hmm.
If something happens, I feel like I can control the car pretty well. Knock on wood. I ain't had a wreck, you know, since 2013. So, but if you drive them, you gonna wreck them.
Yeah, yeah.
I've wrecked,
Especially since you know
I've
you
wrecked
doing.
3 in 34 years. So.
That's not bad. That's a
Not
you know
bad.
that's not pretty. That's not bad.
Not
though.
bad, no. I know some people wrecked one car 4 or 5 times. So,
Yeah.
But you know, I've also drove some really good cars. You know, and
Yeah.
that's one thing helps is driving really good setup cars.
Can you talk about them 3 wrecks?
Yeah.
If you want to. If you don't.
First one, we was testing a super street car in an MCA, and it had some front end problems that we didn't know at the time. And it would just get out there. Of course, it was on slicks back then. To get out there and just rattle the tires, and it would never duplicate a run. And it sideswiped the guardrail. Wasn't no big deal. You know, just quarter panel repair and stuff. And then the other car I wrecked, it caught on fire. And I'm trying to slow down and everything, and get out of it. Well, I kind of wrecked it on purpose to get it to stop, so I can get out of it. And then the last car I wrecked was an X275 car, back in 2013 or 14, and a turbo car. It's a turbo car. Has a water tank with ice in it. Well, it pressurized that tank because the head lifted. You know, however that stuff works. You know, too much, and the head lifted, made pressure go into the water holding tank. The blow-off valve, it had a blow-off valve, did not work, so it just blew that aluminum water tank, the bottom out of it. And then 5 gallons of ice water went under right rear tire about 500 feet out.
And you just
So
so
it destroyed that car.
So it seemed like it wasn't like a driver's error though. It was just some technical difficulties with the car for the last 2 wrecks. You know,
I've never really had a driver's error wreck.
Yeah.
It can happen. I mean, I've had parachutes not deploy right, get tangled up, and almost wreck. I've come close to wrecking 100 times.
Yeah.
Close, but I've not. I've got lucky, I guess you could say.